So I moved to Arizona to go to grad school at ASU. I got my master's degree in public policy. During that time, I was homebrewing and was kind of on the side looking to maybe do something as far as a brewery goes, because there weren't many in Arizona back in '94, '95. So met a guy that actually worked at another brewery in Boston, and we decided to put a business plan together, do some homebrew, and we decided to start up the brewery. And that's when Andy Ingram, my partner, came to visit, or came to join us. And we found this building. This building is 1890 old creamery, really great renovation. So we came in and did all that. But that was kind of how I got my start and how Four Peaks started back. We opened up December '96. So it was kind of before kind of the craft beer craze. Just kind of believed in craft beer. I knew that there was going to be, it was kind of when the Starbucks and the coffee and the breads and the ice creams were coming out. People were getting tired of just the generic stuff. So didn't really do it thinking craft beer was going to just take off. I just did it because we loved good beer. And it just so happened that the craft beer craze kind of happened all throughout the 2000s. So we've been growing ever since, and are Arizona's largest brewery, and just went from there. Now, anyone can make beer. The problem is consistency. So if you get a beer that's really good, like our Kit Lifter, you need to replicate that beer. Then it turns into a science. So I always say, first it's an art to become the recipe. Then the science comes in when you want to replicate it, distribute it around the country or around the state, as we are. Then it's manufacturing at that point. We have a full lab with about 7 lab techs, microbiologists. We have 38 brewers on site at our 2 locations. So it's a lot of manufacturing. First you mix the water with the malt and then you add the yeast and the hops, and it takes about 2 weeks to ferment. Then you need to package it. So a lot of the manufacturing is in the packaging. Whether we can it, we keg it, or we bottle it, that's a lot of the work as far as the manufacturing goes. So beer does take a lot of manufacturing, and a lot of people don't really realize how much goes into that, into the product. So Arizona is a great business climate because the weather, obviously. 300 some days of sunshine. And what's great about Arizona with beer is that all the events that we have throughout the year, from the Barrett-Jackson to the Phoenix Open to spring training, Super Bowls that we get, to the football, to all the outdoor events that we do, beer is great for the hot sun and the climate. And the problem is those 3 months in the middle of the year, June, July, August. So we are kind of rare in that most manufacturing companies and breweries, their high season is summertime. That's the biggest beer month is July. We're the opposite. Our biggest beer month is March, October. June, July, we go on vacation. Or we ship our beer to California or Texas or some other areas where they're drinking more beer. So that's kind of the opposite of what we do. But Arizona is kind of underestimated as far as a craft beer state. When we opened, there were only 30 some breweries. Now there's over 110 breweries. So I'd like to think that we kind of started that. We're kind of the grandfathers of craft beer in Arizona. So it's been kind of a great ride. No. I love beer.